Even with the noise, it's peaceful here.
When you're shooting, there's no muscle involved. You have to be completely relaxed. No muscle tension at all. Zen, in the zone. It's very much like yoga.
Student members of the NDSU Marksmanship Club meet on Wednesday nights like this one to train for competitive shooting.
At NDSU, we have great coaches.
That was better.
For me, it's a lot of fun. I love to compete and have a challenge.
Despite the focus involved, though, many of the members say it's a time for them to relax.
For me, it's like my stress reliever. It clears my mind, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Gets your mind off of a lot of things, and you can just focus on, shooting for how many hours you're out.
If passed, the president's new gun laws have the potential to impact millions of American gun owners, including the students here.
Initial thoughts, I agree that there should be a ban on automatic rifles. Semi-automatics, that's another issue. In all aspects, there just should be a lot more education. Should you be required to have an educational class before owning a rifle? I believe so.
One proposed change involves limiting gun magazines to 10 rounds per clip.
For like a home defense situation, you would want as many rounds as you can have. But I mean, obviously you don't need one with like 50 rounds. I mean, you really just don't.
For self-defense reasons, I believe 10 should be the maximum. You really don't need anything more than 10 bullets at a time. Growing up in Montana, I only had a single shot .410 when I was out, grouse hunting. I didn't need more than that.
Although legislation may alter some aspects of how the Marksmanship Club trains, some things will likely never change. Shooting will still require focus, a steady hand, and careful placement of shots. Mat Gleeson, Campus News. Twice a week, the dance studio above Nemzik Fieldhouse rings out with the clash of steel on steel as the MSU-M Fencing Club meets to hone their skills of swordplay.
Since we're not like a major specific, club, we get pretty much everyone from everywhere, and all the members are really excited to be here.
Although the membership varies, the instruction follows a standard formula.
Usually when people start, we'll teach them a little bit of footwork.
And then toe, yep, and then mix it. Arm position, parries, kind of like the general attacks are what we start with, and then we kind of throw them in there to kind of learn how all that works.
It's very friendly and open. I mean, the first day I came in, they were teaching me things so I didn't feel left out, and I was with other people who were learning it. Even if it wasn't their first meeting, they were still practicing the same things.
This practice can be physically taxing, but for some of the members, that's just part of the appeal.
It's a huge workout. These jackets aren't thin. For protection, so you get really warm in them, but at the same time, you're moving a lot.
People almost say it's akin to boxing, just the way you read your opponent, and you plan moves ahead, like they call it physical chess, because you're planning sometimes 2, 3, 4 moves ahead.
And even in this sport that requires complex precision, the attraction to fencing is pretty simple.
You get to sword fight. I mean, it's what's not to love about that?
Mat Gleeson, Campus News.